I hope everybody is doing blessed and highly favored. I'm doing blessed and highly favored, and definitely hope the same for you. So, if this is your first time stopping by my channel, much love to you and welcome. And to my returning subs, my growing, extended, beautiful family. I hope all is well. We're going through intense changes. Things are being reflected to us on many levels, on many layers that, will truly help us keep our eyes open on certain things that are about to take place or certain things that we need to walk away from and the things that we need to change on many levels. So with that being said, much love to all. Namaste. Love and blessings, love and light, and many blessings are definitely coming your way. If you have been watching my videos for a while and have not already, please like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell at the bottom so you know when I'm about to upload my next video. If you are comfortable enough, drop me a line or two. I would love the chance to get to know you as much as you're getting to know moi. Sorry about that, y'all. Um, Positiveness totally got me off. Um, and if you feel like the videos are informative, give you good vibes, inspiration, you would love to share with a loved one, family, or a friend, or even a fellow empath that are going through trying times right now, that are needing spiritual guidance or just needing confirmation or validation towards life path or even soul purposes, please go ahead and share. And while you're at it, give your a thumbs up, like, and also share on your social media favorites wherever you see fit. Thank you once again for the love and support. It's so greatly appreciated. And I hope you're able to resonate with the content of my video. The music that I'm listening to in the background is by the channel Music for Body and Spirit Meditation Music. It's called 741 Hertz, Remove Toxins, Negativity, Cleanse Aura, Spiritual Awakening, Tibetan Bowls. I love those, especially the Indian flute ones or the sound. I think it's called the sound bowls or hang drums. That's what I love. Those really help me, as well as binaural beats. I have not listened to those in a while. But the video I'm doing tonight is called Twin Flame 101 Heyokas Waking Up at 3 a.m. Something's trying to transmute to you. A lot of different things is taking place. It's like for the last couple of days, it's like I've been going to bed hella early, and it's just like a couple of, I guess it was like the night before my birthday, I started getting like very emotional, irritable, irritated, whatever, all of my feelings about a lot of stuff, because I'm really, trying to make peace with a lot of things that is taking place in my life, in different layers, where we're going through these huge times of reflection, and transitioning. A lot of things are starting to take place in our lives, and something was, when I got up and it was like thinking it was like three it was like 3:15 or something like that. That's the witching hour. But when you're waking up like that, because I've been having a lot of crazy off the wall dreams, I'm just like, dang, even though I watch horror movies, they don't get to me like that. I watch and I'm like, oh, this is hitting differently, and this is something I need to look for. A lot of times are whatever your habits are, the things that you tend to cling on to the most that sparks your interest. That's a lot of times things are being communicated through those things that you're being guided towards. But when you start waking up between 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning, because a lot of times it could depend on whatever chakra you got going on, because a lot of times when or holding on to different things or around the wrong frequency of people, that can mess up your digestive tract. But when I start reading up on that, when there's something that's coming at you and you feel like, okay, there's something I really need to know about myself. What is, why am I waking up in the middle of the night like that? And I haven't done that in a while, because a lot of times I don't go to bed until like 12, 1 o'clock, because I was communicating with so many different people. But this is that time where I had to be closed off to people to a certain extent. Like I really had to go through my own changes before I could be able to really help nobody. Like they put me on spiritual punishment. So when you are waking up like that, when you allow yourself to really understand, what kind of situation you're in, what situation you're trying to change in your life. There are certain chapters in your life that you are so ready to end. So when you go through these different things like that, you have to lay flat on your back, you know, um, allow yourself to, if you're if you're in a room by yourself, or even if you're laying next to a partner or whatever like that, allow yourself to take 3 deep breaths and allow yourself to clear your mind. you know Clear your mind and take those 3 deep breaths. And either you can say out loud or say to yourself, guides, what is there something that you need to know, that I need to know? What is there something that I need to pay attention to? What is there something that I need to stay focused on, steer a certain way, let go of, focus, rewind, reset, release? What is that you need to talk to? Then all of a sudden you'll just start hearing somebody talk. you know and it was like I was having really crazy dreams at that time. And it was matter of fact, I think it was like the day before my birthday. And no, it was going towards my birthday, and that was what was really crazy. When I looked up, and I had my Google, what is it, my Chromecast, that it's kind of like a fire stick. And what was so crazy, what was it? It was like a picture that I got off of I don't know if it was Chill's channel or something that I was watching, and it was a countdown to something. And what was so crazy is that the picture, it was a guy who had his hand up. It was like some kind of crazy stalker on this chick or whatever. And it says, I will die for you. And it's exactly how my dad has it in the title. And and it's like the seventh story. And my dad has the song called Seven. And it's like, I die for you and Seven. And those songs are both about me and him. So when I seen that, and it was was it 7:30? What was it? 7:47 or something like that, or 3:47 or something like that. But it was like all the numbers were like 777. And I was just like, wow, I got really emotional. And then the next picture that popped up, it's like a meme, and it says happy birthday to you, and it's him pointing. It was like from the Purple Rain movie. And that was very much of a blessing to me, because it took me right back to that point where my dad used to always sing to me and put me to sleep, when my mom had me. So that was like him telling me happy birthday. I got really, really emotional, because that's a painful situation, because that it takes you right back to that point. But I had to allow myself to really look at it more of, if I need to get peace in my heart from that pain that me and him both carried for that. I had to allow myself to see that as, there was a strong bond of love there. And anytime, you know it was like, when he held me, I felt safe. It's all about a twin flame situation. I've never felt like I was, in any immediate danger. It just felt like home to me, my sanctuary. So it was just like all throughout that day, I was very emotional, and it was like I really released. So through all that, those emotions came up, and I was speaking to my dad, and speaking to the universe. And I mean, it was so beautiful, but it was emotionally beautiful. And when there's things that you are holding on to your heart that is hard to bear. There's painful burdens that you still are clinging on to. You're asking, your guides to place their hands on you. Ask them to you tell them whatever you need to surrender from, whether it is about how you tend to think about things. Are you allowing yourself to focus on the trauma that you have endured? Are you focusing on past situations with certain people that have really betrayed you, lied to you, cheat to you, beat you, whatever situation you experienced, it where it guided you towards this path of that spiritual healing, and when you do that, when I'm telling y'all, when I did this, it's like all hairs stood up on my body, and I felt tingling from head to toe. Anytime like you're speaking amongst yourself, or you're speaking to the universe, and you need that confirmation, all of a sudden the chills will just come straight up under straight from your arms to the top of your head. It's like with me, when I know something powerful and I hit different. And it was that confirmation. When I say all hairs pop up on my head, I mean all hairs pop up on my arm, and it goes right up my back, and it hits right on that crown, that root crown root chakra or whatever you want to call it. And it was just like, I'm like, ooh, thank you for that confirmation because that messed me with damn head itch, and that let me know. I was like, okay, okay, I'm going in the right direction. But after um I did that and I really released, it just seemed like, when I allowed myself to like sit up, I had my mom's perfume and I sprayed it on my pillow, just to be able to smell her, you know, her perfume she used to wear every time she went to church. And it was like me hugging my pillow was like hugging my mom. And then all of a sudden I just started hearing her. And it's like, people I've been connecting with throughout the week, it just seems like the more I ascend, like if I come across like a public figure of uh, somebody's picture, it's like, especially if I'm, getting thumbnails like I did, like, what was it, week before last, I pulled up on Aaliyah, and then all of a sudden I just started hearing her talking, I was a big, big fan of hers. I loved her. And it was like hearing her talk really like, make me bawl like, dad, baby girl, we miss you so much. And, we still listen to your music still to this day, and it's just like so many different things is taking place up there in the spirit realm. And, it's something going on because I'm hearing a lot of different people, some people I'm not recognizing, certain people that have passed on even a few weeks ago. And I told y'all in one of my videos, I'm trying to remember which one it was, but I said a whole host of, you know, um, public figures about to start popping off dead and all these different people. And it's just sad, but it's like they're needed over on the other side. Things are about to start presenting itself to you, and they're moving at a very rapid pace, because that's why a lot of times we go through so many different changes in our life, the where it shakes you to the core. Like, why does it have to be so hard? Why does it have to be so this? Why it has to be so that? There's like 21 questions popping up, and it is really taking you there, but they're pushing you because you need to be able to make this change take place. Because there's a lot of times we hold on to certain situations for far too long when it's already served its purpose in our life. When it comes to toxic people that have served a purpose in your life, you need to let them go. Let the thoughts of those toxic people, of whatever situation they placed you in, those are needing to let go. So all these different things is taking place, and it's like more that you're opening to your gift, more that you're opening to the knowing of the knowing. All these different, downloads start popping off. Because it's like, sometimes if y'all been with me for a while, there are people be screenshotting something, I'll see my third eye just glowing right in the video. Or there's sometimes that I could be doing my videos, and then the light will change in my face, and I'll show y'all. I'm like, look, I got my screen here and I got this, so you're being able to see just the energy that I carry at times um fluctuates, or it'll sit up here just like a few minutes ago. It'll knock the frequency off of my signal, because I have a very strong signal in here, but it's just like if my energy is going through swift changes, um it tends to do that. It was just like, because when I'm telling y'all, I don't know if I told y'all in the other video, but I was purging so much, it gave me an abscess. That abscess in my face, my whole face was just swollen. I mean, it was that heart beating pain where I'm ready to knock all my damn teeth out my mouth. You know, so I already knew there was a lot of purging that was taking place, because I mean, I had a headache, and then it was just like, my love bugs was like, Roslynn, I'll send you energy. I'm like, hell no, you keep that shit right over there with you. Because it's like, no, you got too much going on in yours. I don't need that mess over here. I'm already blowing light bulbs, the draining from the batteries taking place, all those different things. So it's like, through all these changes you're going through, it is making your light brighter. Your energy is just like off the charts, especially if you're going through things where you feel irritable, where you're angry. It don't take much. Your energy is being heavy right now, because there's a lot of different challenges that are coming through, and they want you to be able to roll with the punches on that, because it's like, okay, you don't wasted your time long enough on this situation, on this decision. Allow yourself to step out that comfort zone. Take a leap of faith. Allow yourself to be guided towards something that's bigger and better. A lot of times when we're going through different things like that and we can't see what's around the corner, it makes us very like iffy, like, wait a minute, like, go ahead and jump. Oh, wait a minute, give me a minute. That's just like you on a 12-foot, diving board, or, those ones those Olympic people be on. Cause see, back in the day, I couldn't swim no 12 foot of water, and I be trying to jump in, almost drowned one time. So it was just like, wait a minute, hold up. You're like, yeah, I'm gonna go get up here. I'm gonna go ahead and do this. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. You can get right up in there, and you say, God, dog, that's far, far away. What if I get down there and I hit? My thing was I need to be able to hit the ground. At least let my foot touch. No, I'm not, drowning. But when in 12 foot water, oh, panic attack about to step in. But now I'm able to do that. So you're allowing yourself to really, universe needs to speak up with you because they see the things you do throughout the day. They see what kind of habits that you're dwelling on, or they're seeing certain things that you're focused on that you need to allow yourself to let set free. Because a lot of times we'll see the door closing on certain situations. You'll put your foot in that door because you're so comfortable. You're so not saying comfortable because there's a lot of times we're in some really toxic situations, but when you have lived in that certain form or that certain frequency for so long, and when you actually start seeing beautiful blessings coming around you, abundance is coming from all different directions, you make me feel like, damn, where the hell Aston Kutcher at? I'm about to get punked. Because a lot of times your happiness was short lived. Your experiences of a joy was like a mirage or something like that. There's a lot of things that I went through, but then I had to allow myself to be able to pause and refocus and allow myself to shift that perspective on what has really taken place. Because a lot of times I'll say, happiness didn't live good with me, but a lot of times you had to experience that situation, but it wasn't meant to stay in that situation like that. Because there will be a lot of people that I when I said my first video, it's just like it made me not want to get on that deep level with other people, because there was a lot of times I had to allow myself to not take it personal, you know when I don't speak to anybody like I used to. Certain people are going through things, but I can't allow myself to get mad about that. I can see if I did something, then okay, but then I still have to, if I rub that person the wrong way, I'll have to tell them, I don't know what I did, or or if I did something subconsciously and it allowed you to look back on what took place, you're gonna apologize to that person. I'm that woman about that. If I know I'm wrong, I'm gonna say, hey, I apologize for how I made you feel, or I apologize what I project to you. Because a lot of times when we're going through pain and we're hurting, we don't know we can lay that energy on somebody else, and they paying for something they didn't have nothing to do with it. So my whole situation is just allowing me to really reflect and be honest about that. you know, allowing myself to know not everybody's perfect. Not hell, and nobody is perfect. We all make those mistakes. We have all experienced different things in our life. There are a lot of times we have done so much stuff, or so much stuff has taken place in our surroundings where we lose sleep over it. And there'll be some people that inflicted that stuff on you and sleep mighty well. And I'm looking like, how the hell you sleep at night knowing you did something like that to somebody? I don't know, because I guess my heart rate just don't go like that. I got a conscience. Because if I do something, I'm going to do it up front and direct. I ain't got time to be throwing a rock and hiding the hand. I throw that whole damn brick and let you sit there and see, hey, I threw that brick right there. And I don't want you to assume that nobody, I'm letting you know I did that. you know, and I've had to deal with people that, oh, I don't know what happened, and I'm, I had to deal with stuff like that. But now it's just like those situations had to play a major part in my life to be able to know that even though hell was knocking in your door, you were running from monsters that you were afraid was up in your closet or up under your bed. Hell, mine was in the next room, and I had to allow myself to set myself free, because that was that pain. Like I said, when I put those, there's people I connect with on Facebook Messenger, which I've been forgetting to say that in the outro when I do that, because it's been so long since I did the video. That when we're going through different things, we're like, Roslynn, I said, oh, okay, and they're connecting, tell me whatever. And if I see an update on something, because I really don't be on social media like that. But if I need to find some memes or something like that, I go through certain platforms, especially when it comes to empaths, I'm connecting with that. And they do a really good job. They share different things, or they paint different things, and people see, fill out what situations in that painting or whatever, or they give updates, And I'm like, oh, that's what that is, because a lot of times I was getting mad. Like, my mind could be on something good. I can be listening to some music and laughing, and all of a sudden this old mess will end up resurfacing. I'm like, hell, I forgot all about that. Why are you here? But then it was just like, as soon as I was like, think, I was like, Winnie the Pooh, think. Oh my God, think, you know um then was saying, things are coming in layers at you. It's just like a wave. It's a current, like an ocean. It'll touch base on the sand, and it'll draw right back, and it'll still leave that wetness there. And that's what you're dealing with when it comes to a lot of unprocessed trauma that submerged, suppressed. Because it's like where you're heading, those things are no longer needed. That's gonna hold you back. That's just like if you're supposed to be going to Mount Everest. You can't climb up there with all this stuff. That excess baggage is no longer needed. That's gonna slow you down. That's just what life itself. I had to allow myself. Either am I going to sit up here and wait for an apology, wait for an explanation? No, that's not going to happen. But what is going to happen, you're going to release this, and, allow, things to unfold for you the way it's supposed to unfold. Don't try to figure it out. Don't try to understand how it's going to come to you, or when it's going to come to you, or who's going to come through it to what. Everything that was done in the dark is going to come to light eventually. Nobody can get away with nothing. Like I said, universe and God got a dark ass humor. They'll sit up here and be like, where the popcorn? Oh, girl, I got my, I had to sneak up in here with my Twizzlers and stuff like that. It was too pricey over at the gates of heaven. You won't be right there looking for this just to see what's going on. Have your popcorn, your soda, brought your little seasonings with you that made at home. At least I'd be doing some stuff like that, because I'd be damn ain't paying no $20 for no daggone shake and bake of, you know, ranch seasoning on my daggone popcorn. And just seeing how things unfold. But it is just, we all go through things. A lot of times you got to go through the forest just to get to the mountaintop at times. That's what you need to do. But these situations, you're strong. A lot of times we don't give ourselves that credit to know that you're gonna make it, because you go through all these challenges. Stuff got to get heavy just to see, are uh you know what you want, but it's not going to be handed to you just to see what are they willing to sacrifice, what are they willing to change, what are they allowing themselves to step away from, what are they going to allow themselves to pay attention to get towards this blessing, because the blessing is there, but you got to go through that maze. Like if you're going through a maze and you got to go all through these different directions, and you're like, well, when I went this way, it told me no. When I went that way, it told me no. That don't mean you ain't going to sooner or later get a yes. And then what makes it so good on you, when you allowed yourself to be very persistent, you stubborn. Sometimes you got to psych your own mind out. Sally, Jane, and all them over there. They bet $20 that you're gonna quit by tomorrow. Oh hell no, you ain't. You ain't about to win this on me, because you have to allow yourself to psych yourself out like that. Because me, I don't like losing. Me, I'm very stubborn about that. You ain't gonna take what's mine. You did enough junk in there. No, and no. I had to allow myself to be able to win this. It ain't been easy. It hasn't been easy, because a lot of times when on that midst of wanting to give up, that's when your miracles come flying through. And it's just, the fact is, what you have asked for, because a lot of times you get redirected, because it's like, dang, I really wanted that, and all of a sudden this done fell through. I said, just because that was something you wanted don't mean that was something you really needed. And there's a lot of times you don't know when something's, when you're being rejected by one thing, is redirecting you towards something else that's going to be 10 times better than what you even expected you were going to get. Just because the fact is, you were persistent. You didn't give up. All about my situation, I had no, 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 no. This, even though I know the legal binds and stuff that I'm entitled to, or what was given to me, what was blessed with. And, and there's different no-no-nos. There's a way around everything. But I can't allow myself to stay focused on that, because whatever is yours is going to be yours. Nobody can't stop you except universe and God and you. Because the only way you stop yourself, because you getting distracted about what's going on around here. You know, you those are the things that's supposed to be around you. Are you gonna allow yourself to stay focused on what you're trying to get to, where you're trying to elevate yourself to? Or are you gonna allow yourself to get distracted by folks that know they done messed up with their chances, they done messed up with their dreams? When they didn't see their dreams in fusion, they'd be damned if they want to sit up here and see your stuff blossom. They want to keep you stuck. They want to be one of them weeds that's trying to just trying to place that rose in the daggone concrete, but you that rose that, that grew out of the concrete. So if you're waking up 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, you ain't got to go nowhere. You better, hey, what you need to tell me? What is something I need to know? Because I'm ready to go back to sleep. Sometimes it ain't even time for you to go back to sleep because they got so many things they need to tell you. And there's a lot of things that you need to set yourself free from. A lot of times we place ourselves in that prison of pain. When you on that joy ride to a lot of abundance and blessings, but we're still holding on to the things that we were robbed of, that was taken from us, we were cheated out of, all those things, or who abandoned us, who left us behind, who betrayed us, those people are done ran this course in your life. Why would you want something back like that? Because I tell people, I had to experience that myself. When I started this situation, I mean, when I really, I've seen different interviews with people that, was probably making it on, one of these social medias, either it was IG, Twitter, or even here in YouTube, and all of a sudden struck it big. Somebody noticed them. Hell, it's like certain people can do little ignorant stuff out here and end up making it good because that bad baby or whatever that little child over here, but I couldn't even understand what she said. She's talking about would meet me outside. How about that? I don't understand how the hell you can get famous off of that, but I'm just like, Lord Jesus, the way folks be doing stuff around here, like black folks run around here doing that, like, oh, they ignorant, whatever, but somebody else do that mess. I don't understand. Get famous for something that is therapeutic. Get famous for something that is positive. But when you get on here and be on Dr. Phil and be raising, no, 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 no. But it is what it is. I'm gonna leave that one alone. But when people sit up here and say, now I can understand what they were talking about. It was like, what's the highs and the lows for you being discovered, this and this thing. It's like, oh, I'm doing new things, I'm doing everything that I dreamed of doing. Or, somebody telling you weren't gonna never make it, and pow, look what happened. I remember, what was it, Steve Martin said that in a video, and I love Steve Martin. And he was in a lot of comedies I watched growing up, and they said, you'll never make it. And this man been in the industry for years and very funny, you know. But then that person said, the worst thing is that I lost a lot of friends because of the things that I'm doing. Those people are like, oh, they forgot where they came from. Not me. No, not me. And I'm very open about my struggles, my setbacks, my mistakes. I'm very vocal about that because I will never forget where I came from. But I'm be very blessed about where I'm about to be. It took me a lot to be here. Nobody didn't give it to me. I earned that. And you have to allow yourself to know when you're making big things for yourself, because a lot of times you've been in that struggle mode, that survival mode for a long time. So when you know what it was to be at that rock bottom, you're going to do any and everything to make sure you don't never get there again. You're not going to allow other people's opinions or what they think of you to keep you behind. You shouldn't allow you to do that. Because whatever somebody reflecting on you and want to say something bad about you, baby, they ain't nothing about you. That's all about themselves. They see that you making it. They see you rising above all chaos. I'm like, hell, shoot, here, notebook, take notes. You can probably learn something. But, all these different things are happening and it's taking place in your life for a very positive reason. But it's your choice on whether you're willing to find out what that reason is for. Because a lot of times we don't understand it's us is holding ourselves back. It's like I used to say, people blocking me on my blessings. Hell, if I didn't talk so damn much about what the left hand was about to do with the right hand, hell, people couldn't stop me. Now I just move in silence. I go and do this, that, and the third, and just keep moving. You'll know if I want to tell you. That's why I just focus on things right now, because I even know there's people watching my videos and trying to read my energy about what they're going to pick up. No, I'm focusing on what I'm doing right now. God and universe already know what I want. God and universe already know what is needing to take for me to do that. But I'm just focused on what I'm doing right now and let them handle, the back scenes, behind the scenes, the BTS. And I ain't talking about K-pop either. But, allow yourself to release whatever is keeping you up at night. Allow yourself to to let go of whatever is holding you back, slowing you down, keeping you distracted. Because if it's anybody that has placed these things on me, trust you, me, they sleeping very well because they done already did their job. When somebody sees you stressed out, depressed, upset, because the things ain't going right for you, oh, they living good because that's how they feed themselves. Those are succubus and incubus. They like placing that stuff on you because they feel like I got that power over that person. I shook them up. I was really able to push that button. I went right on in. Allow yourself to relieve that. If you want to go somewhere, it's going to take sacrifices. It's going to take changes. It's going to take big choices that you're going to have to take leaps that you can't see where you're going. You're going to learn how to fly. God going to get you up, one of the two. But, you got whatever it takes to do that. But I hope you were able to resonate with the content of my video. I love y'all. Like and subscribe. Press that button, so you'll be able to be notified for upcoming videos. Tell somebody about the channel. Drop a line. I would love to be able to give you a post notification shout out. You know, um, what else? Oh yeah, if you want to get in touch with me privately, if you have Facebook Messenger, you don't have to have the actual Facebook page, because I know a lot of people don't mess with Facebook for whatever. I understand, because I don't barely be on there myself either, unless I'm getting some post, or I'm trying to find something or whatever. But you can have you can download the app, find me. I know a lot of people are sending me friend requests, but if you're from here, I tell people all the time, please send me a message. I'm not going to, you know, hit that request, because a lot of folks, you got to understand, I've been through a lot. So I got to be able to filter out who got true intentions, or they got some behind the scene type of intentions. So I just stay connected with people on Messenger. If you need any kind of assistance for your spiritual guidance, you want to be able to understand what's going on at a deeper sense. I'll try my best to help you. Whatever we talk about is confidential. It stays there. If I can't help you directly, I'll give you some links and stuff there to guide you towards that way of getting the answers that you need. So like and subscribe, give me a thumbs up, share, tell somebody about the channel. If you want to get in touch with me, I'll try my best to help you out where I can. I hope whatever, know that you're truly blessed, highly favored, and forever loved. And knowing there's always someone out there praying for your better days. And I pray that everything that you're trying to manifest into your life, what you're trying to work hard and sacrifice to get towards that better type of life, I hope it comes 1,000 times more than what you even expected or even what you prayed for. And it comes so much sooner than you thought it would. So, I hope y'all have a blessed week. I'm gonna go ahead and do a couple more videos, because I really missed y'all. I feel like I'm way behind schedule. So I'm gonna go ahead and post up some more videos. What else am I gonna say? Yeah, even through social distancing, make sure you give out love, light, positivity, prosperity, words, vibes, frequencies towards others. Because you never know how far that will take them. And I will see y'all in my next video. Much love to you. Peace and be wild.